Hi guys. In CA Inter Law, whether you're writing in May, September or Jan exams, one of the difficult and challenging things for students is to remember the limits. For example, in cricket, if I tell who hit the highest sixes in IPL, you're going to say Dhoni. Who has the highest runs in IPL? You're going to say Virat Kohli. This, most of you watching cricket will know the answer. I don't have to teach you this. But in law, there are so many limits. For example, what is the limit of small company? What is the limit for rotation of auditor? What is the limit for whom it is applicable? Or internal audit? There are so many limits in different chapters that sometimes we panic because it's in different places. What I am doing for you in this video to quickly revise, I'm not going to teach all the limits for you. Hey guys, this only small company limit. Now you are at a stage very close to exam. You know what the limits are, but you want a summary of these limits. So what I am providing for you in this video is chapter wise and section number wise what are all the important limits. Sir, I also want to download these. So in the description of this video, there will be link to a small PDF of just 10 sides or 5 pages which explains the limit of each of these sections that you can download. But watch this video and take a screenshot to understand chapter wise what are the limits. Quickly I will just explain section number and name. Audit and auditors in 138, internal audit you have a limit. You can just try to visualize that. 139, rotation of auditors for listed company and other companies you have limits. Cost audit, regulated, non-regulated sector. You can look at the PDF and you can understand, or if whatever material you are studying, limit is going to be the same. I don't want to waste your time and do a 30 minutes or 1 hour video explaining each limits. I will just tell you, be aware of this. 141, disqualification of auditor, limit for relative, shareholder for guarantee, all of that. Accounts of company chapter 132, you have limits in NFRA. 135, CSR limits. 137, filing of financial statements to ROC. There you have a limit within 30 days for whom it's applicable. XBRL reporting. 138, like I said, internal audit, accounts of company it comes. I put it over there also. And 136 is circulation of financial statements to members before the AGM. Sir, how to remember this, sir? Give me techniques for that. I will give you one technique, but rest of the techniques we can only discuss in detailed class. For example, if you take 135 CSR, the limit is net profit, net worth or turnover. Net profit more than or equal to 5 crores, net worth more than or equal to, you have your 500 crores, and turnover more than or equal to 1000 crores. Correct? Now, how do you remember this limit? And they are saying if you cross any of this in the previous financial year, current year you have to spend 2% of average net profit of last 3 years. Correct? So for this, what we do in our class, there are techniques for each section. I'm just telling you one here. This is mainly net profit. So 2% of average net profit of last 3 years. The answer is there in section number itself. 5 stands for 5 crores. Here 135, everything relates to net profit. 5 stands for 5 crores. 3 minus 1, you get 2. 2 for 2%. And again 3 is for average of last 3 years. So that you don't get confused. Sir, this is very lame, sir. How can you do it like this? Let it be lame. I don't care. You remember now, that is enough. Next, other meetings, if you see 100, EGM, who can call for an EGM? Requisition limit, 103, quorum limit, public company, that range you have, 105, in proxy you have some limit, how many members you can be proxy, what is the percentage, all of that. 108, in e-voting, you have limit of for which company it is mandatory and all of that. 109, in case of poll also you have a limit, who can call for a poll, 10% and all of that. 111 and 115, circular resolution and special notice, here 1%, here 10%, who can call, that limit you have. All these are meetings. 92, very important, annual return limits. In this you should also check for 1% company what is the limit. 89 and 90 is basically beneficial owner and significant beneficial owner is very important. 90, amendment area, where they say that 10% comes in. 88 register of members index limit, and 93 place of keeping my register of members. If 1/10 of people reside over there, you have to pass a special resolution. This is meetings chapter. Quickly take a screenshot, guys. Proceeding to other chapters, in basics incorporation chapter, you have limits from small company, limit from associate company that 20%, government company not less than 51% you have. Same 51% we have in foreign company. Very important, this time they're going to ask. 379 deemed Indian company where Indians hold not less than 51%, that will also be covered. And then in share capital and debentures chapter, you have limits in section 67. What is 67? Restriction on issuing loans. There are some exceptions over there. There are limits. 68 buyback, of course, has some limits. In 54 sweat equity shares has that 50%, 25%, 15% limit. Deposits chapter, there are many limits over here, how much deposits can be issued. And also you have some limits in debentures. In debenture trustee, there are some limits, who can be, who cannot be debenture trustee. That is section 71. So significantly, again take a screenshot here, guys. We have covered all the limits summary in one place. Like I mentioned, detailed discussion I am done only for one section, how to remember and where to get all these limits with provision. The book you are studying, or check the description PDF. I have given you the limits PDF alone, guys. Thank you. All the best for exams. Keep studying, and you have to be smart like this. Only if you are smart and summarize your concepts, it becomes easy for exam, guys. Thank you.